Hey, everybody, come on in. I got a few minutes to go over this TV show with you guys before my lunch break is over. I know I was running a little bit late, but I was trying to mess around with this green screen thing that StreamYard is now offering. And so I got a little behind trying to fix the green screen. But anyway, I was like, let me just go ahead and do this live and get this over with. But y'all, Lord have mercy. Have y'all been catching up? Have y'all been caught up? Is what I'm trying to say. Are y'all caught up with the have and the have nots? Because if you are not caught up with the have and have nots, then you need to get caught up because the show is about to get really, really interesting. Let me see something here. See the let's see if I can fade that a little bit more. Okay, that's about as good as it's gonna get right now. But right now, at the point where they're at right now, Jim Cryer, he is hold on one second. I think somebody's at the door. Is my mic muted? Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm trying to fix my little green screen. I keep fading in and out. See? Hold up. Let me see. I was up here playing around with the green screen and trying to get the background hooked up. See, I can fade, go to the green screen, then I can fade all the way. Look, it's magic. It's magic. Nah. But yeah, I'm just up here playing around with this green screen, trying to get the settings right. But anywho, I can finish that later. But how you doing, Ray Black? I'm just about to review the have and have nots. The Tyler Perry show on the OWN channel. I don't know if you follow that show or not, but it's now on season 7, episode 3, and the name of the episode was titled "Pray for Me." And in the episode, Wyatt was the one who actually said the words "pray for me" when he was speaking to Hannah when he was sitting in the back of the police car. But a lot more of them than Wyatt needs some prayer from this episode. It is really starting to get really interesting. And Wyatt, he still hasn't been taken to jail. Jim, they just now taking him to the hospital. Benny, I don't know what's going on with Benny. I don't know if he's been kidnapped. Hannah just found out that it's a possibility that her son Benny might have there might have been plans for him to be kidnapped by Jim Cryer before he was shot. I don't know if that's what's going on now because Jim Cryer has been shot. He's irresponsive right now. At the end of the episode, we saw them trying to revive him. But yes, I'm blessed too. Thank you for asking. Well, yeah, if you don't follow the show, it's a really good show, but it's now on season 7. So you, if you ever was to try to watch it, you got a lot of catching up to do. But yeah, so Candace. Candace is looking for her brother, Benny. Her mom again found out, Hannah, their mom, found out that it's a possibility that Jim might have planned for Benny to be kidnapped. Now, the detective, when he got to the scene of the crime, she was telling him, I heard that Jim might have got my son kidnapped. Then a detective also said that there was a notepad in Jim's study with tomorrow's date on it, and it said 8 million reasons to get this done, and it had Benny's name wrote down. So I don't know if he tried to get him kidnapped or not. Again, he's, being rushed to the emergency room after being shot by his son. Benny, we see him, last episode, his best friend had came over to help to get him out the house, wanted to go, to the strip club. They at the strip club. For some reason, one of the strippers offered him a free private session. You would think that Benny would wonder, why is it free? Why is it free? Because you don't look that good. So why is the session free? But anyway, she takes him into the back and they kissing and getting it on and drinking and everything. And then after Hannah finds out, that her son might be in danger, she calls his sister Candace, and Candace is looking for him and try to find him. To no avail, she doesn't find him in this episode, but next episode she does find him. But do y'all think Benny has been kidnapped? I think the lady who he was getting it on with, I don't know if they went all the way or not, because the session was free, but I think she did get him into that room to try to set him up. But again, I don't know if it was to be kidnapped. I don't know if it was to be kidnapped by Jim Cryer, or if it has something to do with the Malones. Now, his best friend told him, my family, they're no longer after you. You paid the money back, whoop, whoop, whoop. But who's to know? Who's to say? Because remember, one of them had got shot at the bar on their property. And then on top of that, Benny, when he paid them back, he didn't pay any of the interest. And they the kind of people who don't let you slide on no kind of interest, even if you give them the money right back an hour later. They still want their interest paid. So I don't know right now. Benny's up there in the back room with the stripper at the strip club, and he's enjoying himself. She's all over him, and she keeps giving him some drink. And I'm like, did she put something in his drink? Hey, Miss Hogg, how you doing, love? Hi, I'm just discussing the have and the have-nots. But I don't know if you watched the show, but I was getting a feeling that stripper was putting something in Benny's drink, trying to either get him wasted or trying to knock him out. I don't know for sure, but anyway, that was really weird. But as far as we find out how, okay, now we know the president-elect. You said Jim kidnapped Benny so Candace will return his money. That's what I was thinking. I mean, Hannah said that she heard from Wyatt that Jim was going to kidnap her son. But I'm like, okay, did it really go down that way? And Jim, I don't know if he's going to survive, if he's going to make it. I don't know what's going on. His baby mama, his other baby mama, sees him in the hospital being rushed to ER. And she's like, is he going to make it? Who shot him? Who shot him? She ain't had her chance to get her hands on his money yet. So I'm sure she's probably praying that he's going to make it, because Veronica did tell her she could help her get some money so that he can start taking care of his kids. One of them is grown already, and the other one is like 7 or 8 years old. They got 2 sons together. You said she did drug history. Yep, I thought so. Oh, he said my phone wants to correct my typing. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen to Benny? But Candace is coming to the rescue, y'all. If you watch the previews for next week, you see Candace, she's up in the strip club, she's questioning the employees, the strippers, or asking them, have you seen my brother Benny? And the stripper was like, I don't know who you referring to. Candace must have commenced to whooping her butt. She was just like, bam, 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 all up in her, all up in here. She was tearing that waitress up. I'm like, you obviously don't know who you messing with, sister girl. Shoot, Candace would do anything over her brother. Shoot, she loves her brother more than she loves her mother, even though her and her mother on good terms now. But she loves her some Benny. But what do y'all think about Catherine being arrested for the assistant DA Jennifer Salazar's murder? Can you believe it? And her son Wyatt, he's sitting in the back of the car. He's all giddy and happy. He's like, you're going to jail. I'm going to jail. We're going to jail. Wyatt needs some meds, and not those pills that he's strung out on. He needs some real meds because he really got a problem. He really got a problem. You said the name of the show. You said Candace beat down that stripper. Yeah, man. She was molly whopping and monkey stomping. How Deanna say? Yes, you don't play with Benny because Candace will get you. She'll get you over her brother. But I'm tripping off of Catherine being arrested. She done just got shot at. She's like, how the heck y'all gonna arrest me? And I just got shot at by my son, my husband on his way to the ER because he been shot by our son. But it's crazy. Like, do y'all even remember what happened? This was like in season 3. Was it season 3 or season 4? It was a few seasons back. And remember, Catherine's son, Wyatt, he had went to jail. Remember, Veronica had set it up so he would get attacked in jail. And because of the attack, when Catherine found out, she was pissed. And she also was pissed at the assistant DA because she wouldn't help her son out. And so what she did was she was sitting at home with both of them, with Veronica and with the assistant DA, Jennifer Salazar. And she had told Veronica that she's about to show her how ruthless she can get. She's about to show her to not mess with her. She is not the one to be played with, especially when it comes to her children. And so after DA Jennifer Salazar said she's not helping you, she was like, no. She turned that gun on Jennifer so quick, put like 5-6 bullets in her stomach. She died. Then she turned around and pointed the gun at Veronica, and Veronica was shaking in her boots. She was shaking in her boots because she thought Catherine was going to kill her next, and I actually thought she was going to shoot her too. You said Catherine said, I'm going to have all y'all jobs. Yeah, she said, I'm going to have all y'all jobs. I'm a crier. Y'all don't know who I am. Her butt about to be crying in jail behind bars. Yep, the have and the have-nots come on every Tuesday. But yeah, I was like, that's messed up. After all this time, she's finally been arrested for that murder. Her son was like, finally you getting arrested for that murder. But I'm like, I wonder who has something to do with that. Do you think? No, Veronica wouldn't have something to do with that. Why would she have something to do with that? I don't know. But anyway, she had told Veronica at that time not to mess with her, and she ended up killing the DA. They got rid of the body. They cleaned up the house to make sure there was no, evidence around. But now she's being arrested for her murder. So I don't know what's going to happen to Catherine right now. Her and her son going to be probably in the same jail cell when they take them downtown. I'm like, I've got to see how this going to play out. She probably going to try to break his neck if they put in the same jail cell. I mean, it would be crazy if that happened. I mean, the smart thing would be for them to have them in separate jail separate cells, since the son did try to kill her and her husband. But you know how these stories go. But yeah, so anywho, she's arrested. Wyatt's arrested. Jim, we don't know if he's gonna survive or not. Benny, I think he possibly got kidnapped. I don't know who Jim had set the kidnapping up, but one thing we did find out was the attorney general. He was the one who leaked all the information out about Candace, which led to Candace and the president-elect Charles breaking up. And the president-elect advisor, the gay guy that was liking, first he was liking the president. Now he's liking Jeffrey. I'm like, this man don't know who he wants. At one minute he all over the president, trying to be with him, and like, I'm not saying we won't ever have a gay president, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. We probably get a woman president before we get, I'm just saying, an outright, out of the closet. You know what I mean? But then again, this is a TV show. You said, why is so ungrateful? He could have had the good life. Yes, he could have had the good life. Totally. Like after his sister died, which, remember, they had first said that was a suicide, and then at the end of season 3, was it season 3 or season 2? They had said that it was they think it might have been a homicide, but I don't know. They never really like brought it back up or started investigating it again. But I think Wyatt has something to do with his sister's death. Remember last episode when he was talking crazy, talking about I shot when he was just talking crazy, and he was like, I shot Amanda, and it didn't hit me at that minute. But then later I'm like, what is he talking about? He was talking about his sister Amanda. So I'm like, did this man kill her too? He's trying to get everybody killed so that he can get his inheritance, get his money. But Candace, she still got the $8 million. So you said, I already read that comment. Yeah, Candace, I think she might be having a change of heart. I don't know. What do y'all think? Because last episode, her brother had told her, since, Jim has been shot, the $8 million, you can probably keep it and run off, into the sunset with the $8 million. But since she turned over a new leaf and she's trying to live right, she's trying to do good by people, she was like, no, I'm not going to take the money. I'm not going to run off. I'm going to get a man his money back, which is what she planned to do the next day. But then Jim was killed. And her son, Benny, his life is probably in jeopardy right now. So, but what she said today made me think that she might be reconsidering her options, because when her mother called her and asked her, did she find Benny? And Candace said, well, how is Jim? How's he doing? And her mom, Hannah, was like, how many times you going to ask me how Jim's doing? You need to find your brother. And she was like, I'm just wondering. I'm just want to know. And I'm like, I wonder if Candace about to have a change of heart about that money, especially when she finds out that something that happened to her brother. Because if something happens to her brother, I know for sure she ain't giving that money back. For sure. You said, wow, Wyatt is rotten. He is rotten. He is rotten to the core. And it's all because of, it has a lot to do with the way that he was raised, then him being addicted to the pain pills and stuff like that, narcotics or whatnot. And his mom and his dad just, I don't know. Catherine is not as bad as Jim is per se, but he was a spoiled brat growing up, able to get what he want whenever he want. And then when they try to put their foot down, it was like, oh, hell no. One of those kids out there that be making bombs and all kind of stuff in the garage when the parents ain't paying attention, got a whole bunch of guns in their closet. He about to pop off. And that's exactly what happened. He literally popped off on his mom and dad. But Catherine, I knew when that first happened, she wasn't going to die. I'm like, she can't die. Jim, on the other hand, I don't know what the heck is going to happen to him because Celine, she still, she just literally spoke with Veronica last week and said she wanted Veronica to represent her so that she can try to get, I don't know, the oldest son is like grown. I don't even know if she can get like, can you get back pay like that for child support? If you didn't file child support and your child is now grown, can you actually go and file child support on somebody and make them pay 20-something years of child support? I don't know. But they still have the youngest son. He was 7 like a year or so ago, a season ago. So the son is probably like 8 or 9 by now, TV time. So she can still get some money for him. Medical, maybe some what do you call it? Not medical, but college, a college fund. So I don't know, but with him missing that $8 million right now, I wonder, does she even know that? Does she even know that Candace is holding on to $8 million of Jim's money? So we shall see, y'all. We shall see. But yeah, so I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Jim. When we saw the previews for next episode, they did have him down. They did have the machine on him. They were, trying to recharge his heart, trying to resuscitate him. And y'all think Jim dead, y'all? Y'all think he gonna come back to life? Let me know what you think about that. And what do you think about the president-elect and that woman that he was with? Like, okay, and then the woman had the nerves to call. I can't remember the woman's name. Can't remember her name. But the woman had the nerves to call Candace a hooker. A hooker. I'm like, no. And then she called her, she called her a whore or a hooker or something like that. And she said, Candace is the whore. Like, you literally just jumped out of your bed in the middle of the night, left your man at home in your bed, ran over to the president's hotel, jumped in bed with him, spent the night. And you talking about Candace is the whore? I'm like, first of all, Candace is a reformed whore. Okay, Candace is no longer a whore. But you still are. You still are. Take your butt home to your man. You said Jim not looking good at the hospital. He sure ain't. You said back pay if paternity test verified Celine bought to finally get paid. Wow, I did not know you could do that. See, I thought it was like a time limit. I mean, I really, really did. I thought it was like a time limit because I'm like, if you, and I know when I had my, when my sons was younger and I would hear females talking about they ain't filed child support on their sons and then on their children, but then in the children's fathers, y'all know what I'm saying. But then in the next breath, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this. I'm gonna pay this. I gotta get on Section 8 and I'm getting food stamps and I'm getting woo. And I used to always wonder, why don't women file child support on their children's fathers? Like, if you know who the father is, I mean, a lot of single parents hustle. A lot of single parents hustle. A lot of single parents struggle. The struggle is real for a lot of single parents. But why make it harder for yourself by not filing child support? And then they be thinking about the man. Oh, he gonna be mad. Oh, this and that and that. Oh, he gonna, man, forget their feelings. Shoot, forget their feelings. Sure, but I didn't know that your child could be all the way grown and you could file back pay. I did not know that. That's interesting. You said that girl was a trick with Charles. Yep. She was a trick. She was a whole trick. I was like, you got the nerves to call Candace a whore. And you are in another man's bed and you left your man at home. See, if that ain't trifling, honey, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so So what else did we learn? What else did we learn this episode? We found out who leaked the information on Candace. We found out that Jim Cryer hired somebody to kidnap Benny. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about, Veronica and Candace daddy. Now, she didn't call him over to the house because she's upset because his guy Real, who he I guess had got her in contact with, then let out the information that Veronica was the one who planted the bomb in the car that killed her husband's girlfriend. Now she wants all the information on Real. And if he doesn't give her all the information on Real, like his family, where they live, his friends, his kids, his grandparents, she want all his dog, his cat. She wants the information on everybody because she wants revenge. But he was like, I ain't in that life no more. That ain't me. If he don't get her the information that she needs, she says she's gonna come after his family. Now, this is what I think is going to happen. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Being that Candace is his daughter, even though they don't have a relationship right now, she does know that that's her father right now. And she did try to reach out to him. She wasn't too open to speaking to him when he called the house, though. But she said she'll think about it. But if she does something to her father, I think Candace might go after Veronica. And not because so much as that's her father and she loves him and da-da-da-da-da. I think it's more of a family thing. Like, you know how Candace is when she's overprotective when it comes to her family. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, but that's where I think that storyline is going to go to, because he don't want to be involved with Veronica anymore. And Veronica, I'm like, I wonder what else she has over his head. Like the man that went to jail for many, many years for a bank robbery. He did what he did to Hannah, got her pregnant. I'm like, what else does Veronica have over his head to make him keep running to her every time she needs something, even though he doesn't want to? He don't want nothing to do with that crazy woman. Hey, Pink Sugar Cream, how you doing? Thanks for stopping through to show some love. You said Veronica about to get hers from David out Fox a Fox? Mm-hmm. I don't know what he's planning, though. I was hoping this episode that we would find out something like what he was planning, but not yet. They're a little bit too focused on Jim Cryer right now. So, yep, they too focused on Jim right now. So maybe next episode we'll find out what David has in store for Miss Veronica. Somebody needs to do something to that lady, like for real, because she's getting on my last nerves. Like, she got everybody jumping through hoops. She say jump, they say how high. I mean, everybody's scared of her and stuff. And I think David has to be the one he gonna have to put the smack down on Veronica, something. But he did say they're gonna have to find some dirt on her. So maybe Candace's father, maybe he'll be the one to help get some dirt on Veronica, because you heard him say, you ain't nothing but a whore. You sleep with all your clients and, stuff like that. He was really going in on her. It didn't really faze or bother her, though, because that's how Veronica is set up. She's like, anyway, you gonna do it or else. So, yeah. So, I guess we're going to see if he's going to get her the information that she wants on Real or not. But the thing about it is, with Veronica and her getting people to do dirt for her, you would think that because she's so smart, you would think that she would already have that information. Like, have the information where he lives, who he hangs with, all that information, just in case something backfired in her face, like a crime coming back to her. And this bombing, if the police find out that she was the one who who planted that bomb, well, she didn't plant the bomb, but she was responsible for the bomb, for the car explosion. That might be it. That might be it for old Veronica. But anyway, you guys, that's all I have for the Have and Have Nots. The last episode that came on last night, season 7, episode 3, and the name of the show was Pray for Me, and a lot of them need some prayer, even though Wyatt was the only one who asked Hannah to pray for him. She was like, pray for me, Hannah, pray for me. What did he say? Hail Mary, full of grace, God is with thee, or something. I don't know what he was saying, but somebody need to pray for that boy because he crazy. He batshit crazy. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. If you got a chance to watch it last night, I hope you enjoyed the review today. And make sure you hit the like button, share it out if you like, subscribe to the channel if you like, and hit the notification bell, please. You said Jeffrey was spilling all Veronica's information. Man, Veronica, I'm just waiting to find out how juicy it's gonna be when she gets what's coming to her. But toodles, Miss Hall, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It is snowing here. It's not snowing so much right now. It kind of stopped, but they said it's going to snow throughout the day and possibly into tomorrow. But yeah, I woke up this morning with inches of snow on the ground, and I wasn't watching the news, so I didn't even know it was going to snow. So anyway, but with me working from home, I ain't tripping, but still, But yeah, so you guys have a wonderful day. In the meantime and in between time, as usual, Hood Table Squad and my Prime Time TV squad. And in the meantime, in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. See y'all tonight.